Strategy Battle Games to another GBHL YouTube video. You're here with host GBHL Damian.
GBHL Tom.
And do we do guests or do we say the Palantir bit and then do guests?
Special guest.
Special guests.
Hey, Adam.
And Antonio.
Adam from Blackfire Productions.
Blackfire Productions. I didn't want to do that. It's not right.
Do it.
Blackfire Productions. There you go.
Have you seen what we do with the magazine?
It's true. It's true. Somehow you got me in your pockets, pushing it for you now.
Blackfire Productions and Antonio.
From the OSGBL, or the Ontario Strategy Battle Game League.
Real life Canadians.
Yeah, all the way across the ocean.
Not just a figment of your imagination.
How weird is that? And welcome to episode 73 of The Palantir. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. Yes.
We're back.
We are back once again with the Renegade Master.
It's been a while.
It has. It's been a few weeks or more.
Yeah, since we had James Long on.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. You're welcome. You're welcome. But we are now back. Sorry about that. Real life got in the way. Finishing our little rag. But we are now back. Hopefully back into rhythm. And we are very lucky to be joined by the Canadians, who of course are over Ardacon.
That's right.
How are you?
Doing well, actually. Being here in England and enjoying ourselves immensely. And looking forward to Ardacon coming up this weekend.
Very much so.
Yeah. So
good flight.
Flight was long, but well worth it in the long run. So it was smooth sailing for the first little bit, or for the last little bit.
Yeah, for the last little bit.
Yeah, turbulence at the first little bit.
I thought it was a plane.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but smooth sailing. It was good.
On
Yeah.
a
On a plane. Yes, that's how we do, eh?
Oh, I did it.
Yeah,
It's real. It's real.
You know what?
Oh, tea.
Tea.
Hey.
Absolutely. Hey,
Tea.
cheers.
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 Lovely.
Cheers.
Lovely to have you. What's going on with the tea this week, Tom?
Tea toast last week we gave to James Long because he was sat right there.
He was. What a legend.
And he's passed the tea toast on to Walter Fitzmaurice.
Walter Fitzmaurice. Wow. So Walter Fitzmaurice, if for those of you who don't know, is Billy Fitzmaurice's young lad. So Billy's one of our community members, lovely man.
That's awesome.
And it's his son. So he's an infant has a what's Walter now, about 8 months?
Something.
We're gonna have to get a little mini teacup.
Yeah, maybe a little sippy or something.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
yeah.
some milky tea.
I think it's quite irresponsible of James.
It's could be really hot.
Because you know Billy will do it.
Yeah.
Way!
Oh no! Don't cry. It's okay.
I'm joking. Billy's fantastic there. My lawyers have told me to. Yeah. Don't pour tea on your children, kids.
Is that the moral of the tea toast?
Yeah. That's the one.
Anyway, James Long brought the mugs last time, so we did some mug reviews, and a few of you were quite appreciative of that.
I imagine they would have been.
We're glad that you were keen on the mug reviews. So I think that's it for tea. Well, there was the unfortunate supping from. I don't know if you remember that phrase. I think we'll ignore that phrase though for this one.
Was it like, what was it, Tom? Something about the Elsa.
Yeah, Alistair Snook wasn't keen on hearing it again. Anyway, good sketch last week. It got some love.
Definitely last week.
Lots of people last episode. Lots of people gave their own puns in response, and Sebastian Avery was so pleased with your infantry pun.
Oh yeah.
That he gave this response. Would you please branch out and look for more puns? It would be treason not to. I'm not trying to give you stick or anything, just suggesting you root out all the barking mad ones.
Alright.
Yeah. I hope that's okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And congrats on Nova. I hope it didn't sap your strength too much. Yeah, sorry for leafing. Yeah, such a huge comment. So,
Very well done. I like that.
That's all the.
I think I lost count on the puns.
Yeah, that's all the tree puns. We
Shame.
but we did. No, we did have more ent puns, but I'm not going to repeat them because
don't even entertain it.
Yeah, we had too many. Yeah, we need to put an end to this nonsense. Yeah. that'll do for end puns. Yeah. All right. So yeah, onto the news. So first, before we go into the news, Rob Mayock had some news trying to watch the Palantir. He said he just had a nightmare trying to watch it. At first, he was so excited about a new episode that he completely forgot to boil a kettle and managed to make himself a cold cup of tea. So he poured the tea, poured the not hot water out of the kettle. He then realised his mistake, put the kettle on, went to sit down whilst it boiled, only to become so engrossed in the show that he forgot to go and get his tea. So no tea for the show.
This is just awful.
Yeah.
Sacrilegious.
Yeah, I mean, the hardships people go through.
Yeah.
First world problems right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and Tom
First age
Canlin.
problem.
Tom Canlin says he can confirm that Josh Crosby, whilst he doesn't like tea, still makes himself tea for the episodes.
Oh.
He has it black because he doesn't want to waste good milk on the tea. But he still has the tea just for the show.
How are your teas, Jen? So
Delicious.
What's the tea situation like in Canada?
Quite good. Lots of flavors to choose from. I don't know if that's sacrilege here.
Is English
or if
breakfast
it's
the
just-
flavour?
No, they have more like just weird flavors like Winterfest and like all these different brands. So the tea stores they
Game
have.
of Thrones party, right?
Yeah.
And it is, that fall time of year, so everything's got pumpkin in it.
Yeah.
So
So there's
like fruit
like pumpkins, everything tea. You think it, they have it in Canada.
Maple syrup tea.
Maple syrup, everything.
Bacon,
Yo, bacon. Who doesn't love bacon?
Moose tea.
Moose.
Moose
No
tea
deer
said-
though. We got no
Moose
deer
tea
though.
did horny. That was my moose tea. Famous Canadian proper.
Horny
Yeah.
tea.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Which is also in this is on the South Park album, and from South Park we get back to Canadians.
Yep.
And,
Although they are antlers, not horns on moose.
Are
they?
Yes.
Yes.
Just drop a little knowledge on you there.
yeah, Tom.
A big FYI for you. So, but no.
Yeah, moving on to the news. It's Ardacon this weekend, so we'll come back to that, I'm sure,
Yeah.
later in the show.
Super excited. For
And
that.
yeah, maybe I forget what other tournaments are next. Can you remember? East Grinstead
East
soon?
Grinstead is 2 weeks after November 6th. Fireworks in Riverstead. Brilliant tournament.
Yeah.
Sold out.
Yeah, always sold
You
out.
guys have a lot of tournaments up here in comparison, eh?
Yeah.
Like
About
every
every 3 weeks or so.
Wow.
Sort of the average.
That's
Pretty
drastic.
good. What are your guys? What are you doing?
One a month.
One a
Approximately. Like there's some months like closer towards December where we don't usually. Well, we're not going to be doing one this year, and so it's about one a month. Just because we are a newer league, I would say we're in our second year, and so it's growing in time. Hopefully, as we continue to promote it and put it out there, we'll get more players and go from there. So. Yeah.
You guys actually have a organised league.
Yep.
Unlike say the DCHL in America. And stuff.
Yeah, we actually have an organized league where we have stands and everything else, and every tournament you go to, you earn points going towards your league count at the end of the year, and then and it's divided up because right for this year they're toying with the idea of having like a skirmish level tier, your standard tier, then like a premier event tier. So based off the type of tournament it is, gets you more points on wins and stuff like that. So it's yeah, that's how they do it.
And do you have a reigning champion?
Andrew Brock is the reigning champion and is in contention for that again.
Is that have you had it 1 year or?
Only 1 year so far.
He's the only champion.
He's the only champion, yeah. And then, but there's people that are hot on his heels this year as well. Like Ben Boomer people would probably see him online. He's up there. Chris O'Reilly is up there as well. Chris, I believe, still has a perfect attendance too for like going to every single tournament, no matter where it is. So we'll see if that comes up because right now a lot of our tournaments happen around the Toronto area. And this month, actually, there's one in our Ottawa area, which is like 3 hours away. So we'll see who makes a hike out that way for it.
So Ben Boomer is the main challenge to Andrew Brock.
Yeah.
So you'd have to be really, really good to beat both Ben Boomer and Andrew Brock, right? Hanson too, presumably.
Maybe. I'll say you're 50% right. You choose however way you want. How about that? So
I had two very lovely games against them. Very great ambassadors of the Canadian
well,
league.
Ben is Andrew, not so much.
Horrible,
I just want to see him
horrible.
dethroned. Is all.
He's just all about the photo shoots, Andrew.
That's right. That's right.
Featured. He's a model in
yeah. I didn't. Where did you guys get that picture from?
Like,
that's pretty good. Like, let's be honest.
Who needs to be nearly as handsome as the guy.
And it gets their name.
Oh, you should
gets their name in the magazine. So yeah, we'll come back to the Canadian League, I'm sure, later in the programme. The final tournament is the Reading Doubles, where I think there's maybe 3 or 4 spaces left, potentially, at the Warfare event in Reading. So it's not just Lord of the Rings tournament, it's a convention. Yeah, it's 80 points.
Cool.
Because we have the 2-tiered. It's either full points or out of 100 or out of 80.
Okay.
Top fact about your attendance at Ardacon, Damian.
Brilliant.
It will be your 40th GBHL tournament that you've been to. Well, 41st because you went to Stockport and didn't play. But it'll be your 40th playing event.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
there you go.
Pretty good.
When you said like top facts about my attendance at Ardacon, I thought you were then going to have a list of facts.
I can give you more lists.
Attendance.
You'll also, if you do reasonably well at Ardacon, move on to 3,000 GBHL points over your lifetime.
Really? Wow.
You're currently in 2nd place on that.
Was that behind one Mr. Edward Ball?
Yes, and only you, Jamie Giblin and Ed Ball have been to 40 events.
Really?
I'm on 35. There you go.
It's quite surprising. I wouldn't have thought I'd been to that many events more than other people, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
This
yes.
This is all top stuff in the Lifetime Awards tab of the Great British Hobby League's spreadsheet. Well worth a Saturday night in.
Yeah, have you seen Tom's spreadsheet porn?
I have not seen his spreadsheet.
Good stuff, yeah.
It's so colourful.
This is top content.
Yeah.
That is.
But yeah, these are all.
So now this is to get into the GBHL Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
so
you get on one of these wooden spoons.
Wooden spoons, I like that.
Tom Macklin has won 3 wooden spoons. What a hero.
Okay.
This is like when you watch reaction videos.
James Baldwin with 5 Best Painted Army Awards.
Yeah.
That's always good.
What are you on? You're up there.
I was second, wasn't I?
Yeah, he's second with an equal sign. 5
Yeah.
as well.
5,
Yeah.
but one was the best painted model.
Alright.
Oh. Still good. Still counts. Still counts.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you join top, you're not.
Yeah.
Fill me up, knock me down. Classic Harrison.
Baldwin's got a better ratio, right?
Whilst it would be great to just watch us looking at a spreadsheet for an hour.
Yeah, that's the
Can we move
news.
on?
That's the news.
Yeah. There's probably been loads of news since we've
Yeah.
last did one, but we'll deal with it in kind of Ardacon because everyone knows the news. It's exciting stuff. Everything's coming out.
All right. The last time we asked some trivia questions.
section.
Damien, you had a bit of a cryptic one.
I did. My trivia question was: at some point in the last episode, I professed my love for someone.
I'm going to go through some of the guesses.
Okay, and who did I love in that episode?
So we have quite a few votes for gold.
Yeah.
Because gold.
Gold. I do love gold.
Tariel.
Love Tariel.
Lots of votes. What else did we have? We had a sauropod.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. It's good sauropod.
T.
There.
Sauropod and T,
Yeah.
but T was another guess.
T. Yeah. Well, these are all sensible.
Also, apparently during the mug review, you called me sweetie, just displaying your undying love.
Yeah.
It's
I was probably talking to the mum.
It was a touching moment in which Tom just blanked you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, Bolg. No, King Burnside had a nice one. He said Bolg, and he said, sadly, Tom cares nothing about Damien's labours on Bolg. He just wants to look at that rock.
It's a big rock and bowl space.
Who doesn't love big rocks?
Slate.
But yes, it wasn't any of those.
It wasn't any of those. No one got it right.
No.
That's a rare trivia thing.
Yeah, yeah.
No one got it right.
Because you couldn't Google it.
No, you couldn't Google it. Exactly. Suspicious. And the answer was, it's very cryptic. The answer was Smaug. Because for the entire episode, I'm wearing a pin badge that says, I heart Smaug on it. Ta-da! Mind blown.
What a trivia question.
What a trivia question.
It's a shame that the videos are so pixelated you can't read it.
Google
And
that.
Here, I was about to ask the exact same thing.
There's also a chance that my shirt's folded over and you can't
Yeah.
see it.
Hey,
Hard to
this
say.
could be. Could be.
So yeah, that was your question. James Long had a question, which was who's going to do best at doubles. at Warhammer World because that was going to be the following weekend.
Yes.
And lots of people voted for Adam and Damian, which is
Oh, I see where this is going.
a terrible decision.
Adam and Damian did pretty well.
Yeah.
I think we were 4th, wasn't we?
4th on victory points. I mean, so actually the real answer is no, but evil won because it was basically good played evil. So you're right, half the people were good, half the people were evil, and you just played for your half.
Yeah.
It was it's meant to be fun. They really don't care about who wins.
Yeah. It would be a good tournament though.
So, yeah,
you don't
really
see
good.
that a lot where we play. So.
But I get the feeling that Tom isn't quite finished.
Oh, I'm assuming.
I can
About the
finish
results
that.
of doubles.
You could finish if you have the extra information.
Didn't you win?
We had the most victory
You
points.
had the most victory
Yeah,
points, Chris.
which was helped in part by beating you.
Yeah, and that's the bit. That's the bit.
You
I
gotta step
assumed
on
was
somebody
coming
to get
up.
to the top.
I was like, well, lots of people said Damien and Adam are going to do well. We beat them, so
Yeah, it was
that
a
was
good game.
that was down to Adam's ludicrous decision to lose the roll off when Azog was trapped though.
Yeah.
Well, that was his biggest tactical mistake.
So he actually chose to lose that.
Well, he rolled a dice. But I was
You
thinking.
got to fight 10,
Yeah.
had 4 or 5 might left.
I was thinking win it.
Yeah.
And he went for losing it.
Yeah.
Which is risky.
It is
But I
risky.
can see where he's going for. It's like, really get into their heads.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they then got into Azog's head.
Stabby, stabby, and
Yeah.
away you go.
And then,
Tariel.
yeah,
Though you killed Dwalin in one turn with Bowl.
That's
Champion of
phenomenal.
Erebor, Dwalin.
Smash that, dead, take it off. Where's Azog gone? Where's Azog gone? But I have to hand it to him that other games, Azog was just incredible.
Yeah.
There was one game, Azog killed, just trying to picture the board. I think it was Thorin, a Dale captain, Girion, Thror and Gandalf. And I have a feeling someone was in the middle. He did all of them across the game, and a bunch of Dale guys.
Oh.
And then on another one, he did, he's going up this way, he did Floy, Keeley, Saruman, Dwalin, and then someone like Gimli, I think.
But he is great at slaying heroes. Like that 3+.
It was also, it was Lord's
huge,
Battle.
right?
The last one was
He
Lord's
just
Battle.
gets
So he's
them
killed when he got
Yeah,
right
oh.
back.
Yeah.
What,
That's
and
all
she
you
then
want. That's
used to
all
kill
you
them,
want.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Azog was a beast.
But yeah, we also played Double Dragon, and it turns out the champions of Erebor are Dragon Slayers. In one turn, heroic combat through one dragon into the other dragon, both dead.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
And then elsewhere on the board, some dwarves just killed a cave drake. That's a bad. it's a bad turn for double triple dragon.
Good dice roll.
But yeah, it was a great tournament. So
It was a
thank
very
you,
good
Nick Layton.
Yeah, absolutely. And the events team, awesome.
And we got to see the new ogre, one of the new ogres.
Yes, one new ogres.
Which was cool.
And then since then, the second of the new ogres has been on display at the
Yeah,
European Open.
the European one.
You excited about the new stuff?
I'm super excited. My pockets are on fire right now. I don't know if I'm gonna have pants left by the time we get there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I might have holes in my pockets.
You're awful, but are you excited about the new releases?
Very, very much so.
Put it out with some beer.
Sacrilegious there. Hold on, you can't waste good alcohol. No.
Burn.
Let it burn. Let it burn. Yeah.
We've gone way off topic. That was the trivia question.
It's not
So
like us.
evil one. So
Evil one.
no one went for that. Surprisingly.
Tom and Chris beat me at doubles again.
Like the way it should be. Yes, and then my question was, which you guys might be able to have a go at.
No.
What is Legolas's final line of dialogue in the Lord of the Rings films? So in The Return of the King, not The Hobbit.
Spoilers.
That's a tough one. I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah. Same here. I don't know. I would say some stupid answer and make a fool of myself. So I'm just gonna go with I don't know.
Because to be honest, I can't remember him speaking
Well, this
much
is it.
towards the
Yeah,
end.
this is it. You got to
Yeah.
think. You got to keep
Yeah,
thinking
you
back.
gotta like start thinking back because there's about like the 5 or 6 endings to the movie, and then trying to go back and I can't remember him speaking at
It's
all.
really after the Path of the Dead. I don't think he said a lot.
He's done by that point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just shooting arrows.
You got loads of characters like that in Return of the King. You got like Gimli, Aemma, Legolas. They don't say a lot. Aemma's a really weird character. If you don't, he's quite a big character, but he's not.
But yeah.
Actually, watching the film,
It's-
like, what he
it's
does,
the-
he's in
the
a very small amount.
personification, yeah. So that I don't know.
But wait, the answer is it's not a diversion. It is.
Diversion.
It is. What about side by side with a friend? Do you reckon you could have got that?
Never thought I'd die fighting side by side with an elf.
No.
Yeah.
What about side by side with a friend? Shut up.
That'll do, laddie.
That'll do.
So yes, well done to Larry Miller, Joshua Crosby, Remco Leifton, Kyle Nelson, Sebastian Avery, and Dom BR. Is that your Dom?
Don B.R., eh?
Oh, or maybe Dom. No, it's not Dom.
No.
But anyway, well done to all you guys. You have earned yourself the right to go out and buy yourself Freddo.
Oh, I didn't get the Freddo. We've got to do that on it.
Oh!
Well, you run and get it.
Yeah.
Freddos. Us
You're
Canadians.
going to start that out?
Oh.
You might need to help Tom with this. He doesn't like being on his own.
So yes, and also Ross Diggle gave us a very a nice idea for Legolas's last line, which was, "Oh, Gimli, you'd have said, I killed loads of orcs when I was Megalith."
It's true.
Yeah, that's
It's
what he
true,
did.
but not
That's
as...
what he did.
Yeah.
So anyway, that is the trivia section. Done. And we have a Freddo.
Freddo, kindly donated by Emma Bird. Now normally...
Which we appreciate.
She'll never watch them. We would have. I tried to get you these when we were in Twickenham, and the 2 shops we went in didn't have them.
Yeah.
Normally, of course, we'd like to give you both a Freddo to try out, but when you're here, try some fine English cuisine. We already had some fish and chips.
Well, hold on now. What was the other? Not just fish and chips.
The chip
The-
patty.
The chip
Chip
patty.
butty.
The chip patty. I tried it. It's good.
But did you say pate?
Patty. Yeah.
Butty.
No.
Butty. Ah,
Butty.
my bad.
B-double-T-Y.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like bread and butter.
Yeah,
Butty.
yeah, but
Like
butty.
butty being a sandwich.
Get it. I get it.
Chips. How was it?
It was tasty.
Yeah.
It tasted like...
It's like bread and chips.
I was about to say, it tasted like bread and chips. Threw some pepper on there and some ketchup, and
it's good stuff.
away it went. Hey,
Yeah,
it was
that's it.
edible. But when you come to Canada sometime, you're going to have to try a poutine.
Yeah. What is for the normal people out there? What is that?
Whoa. Poutine is normal. It's just a little bit added extra fun in your life. You have your fries or whatever style of deep fried potato you want, I guess. Then you have your gravy, and then beef gravy works best, and then cheese curd.
Cheese curd.
Curd
On the gravy.
on the gravy
On the fries.
on the
On
fries.
the fries.
What
Yeah.
are you doing?
And for cheese, yeah,
It's like ambrosia, basically.
yeah, in your mouth.
You think
In
it's
your
the nectar of the gods?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Big cheese curd and gravy.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
what ambrosia tastes like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Don't really
Hey, you got to try it. Cheese curds all the way. Just saying.
Was it poutine?
Poutine.
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 Yeah.
I thought it was dangerously close
Yeah.
to something else.
Not Putin either.
Oh, that is dangerous right there. You might have to delete that one.
I'm to understand that you guys have not eaten a Freddo, is that correct?
That is
That
correct.
is correct.
So we'd like to offer you this.
You
I've
chopped
broke-
it in half.
I've broken
You've
it
cut
in
off the head of the snake.
Oh.
Oh,
It's like it's
who's
frog.
gonna
It
who's
kinda
gonna
works.
who's
something
gonna
in there.
who's gonna get the frog's legs and who's gonna get the?
We've seen the Copenhagen Board Games did an unboxing. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
an unboxing of the
Okay.
Freddo, and they talked about the sculpt quality and such.
There's the two.
Notice it's in the shape of a frog.
It's broken. That's my first part
Oh,
of
that
the
you did
unboxing.
break.
I
You
know.
did break, yeah.
It's my unboxing.
Yeah, oh.
It's broken
It's
here. Like,
broken.
come on now. It's broken. First observations here.
Okay.
All right, I got the head.
Get some super glue on.
All the tongue right there with the finger up by it. That's priceless
Alright.
right there. I love it.
He's
Oh,
I got the frog
he's
legs
a
here.
cheeky frog. Yeah.
All right, count of three.
One.
1, 2,
two,
3. I like my chocolate. I shouldn't be talking food in my mouth. I'm sorry, guys.
It's good to get instant reaction.
It's about a step down from ambrosia.
It's close. It's darn close. It
And yeah.
was very good. Like a Moorish taste.
Yeah.
You want more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to bring some home to Canada.
Absolutely, definitely.
Well, hopefully there'll be a load of them at Ardacon.
Yes,
Mm.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, right?
It's
Very
delicious.
delicious.
Very delicious.
It's made of dairy milk chocolate.
Yeah.
You can buy
Mm.
dairy milk, but dairy milk doesn't taste as good.
James is doing Middle Earth cocktails, right?
Yeah.
Does he have a Freddo cocktail?
I don't know.
He should have a
You should
Not
have
too
a full
late.
cocktail. I agree.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like the same chocolate,
really good.
put it in the shape of a frog, tastes
It
better.
makes better. Yeah.
True story.
I'm just I don't know. I just kind of feel bad for eating something that looks that happy though. Like
That's
on the
why
wrapper, like it's like
exists.
I'm just.
No, but he's happy because he knows that he's gonna be eaten and enjoyed.
Yeah.
He knows what he's going to do to you.
Yeah.
What he's gonna do to me? I'm already there.
Need some more
So like
cheese.
he's happy. Like you have a lot of people that'll say that they'll die for you. This little guy just did die for us,
Yeah.
He's always smiling.
and he's
He's
happy.
always happy. Yeah.
Pops are
Tasty.
always smiling.
Tasty.
Is that
First Frodo.
Is that Fredo? I don't actually know. Is he Fredo? I've never
You
that's
are
a
not
Fredo.
Fredo Baggins.
Not Frodo Baggins.
Fredo Baggins.
Fredo. Yeah.
No, that's a true
Anyway.
question.
Moving on. So we did have some nice, more random comments, which we're going to gloss over so we can get on to Ardacon
Spending
and
more time with the
the
Canadians.
Canadians.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for your comments as always. We enjoy reading through them, even if we don't always read all of them out. We do have snazzy haircuts again. though.
Yeah, another dual snazzy haircut week.
Is it?
I believe we didn't talk about that.
I got no hair.
Our cycles have now synced.
Yeah.
The
That's
last-
good.
Yeah,
That's good.
Our last two haircuts have been on the same week.
That's
Excellent.
awesome.
Yeah, it is good.
2-3 weeks apart.
Haircuts?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. How often do you get a haircut?
Every 6.
Yeah.
6.
That's why, I mean, if you're getting shaved, you
Yeah,
need
yeah.
to keep it
I
under
do
control.
mine every 2, and it just goes well with the baldness.
6, yeah, about 6 for us.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
You can see it.
I've got a great story about my hairdresser, but I'll save it for another week.
Yeah.
It's all changed.
Okay. I also had the ear thing, so I can give you another recap.
Brilliant. Next
But
week.
but trivia questions
Yeah.
because we moved on daringly quickly from that
But I
bit.
did that because I don't have one.
Okay. Well, we can let these.
Yeah,
guys.
guys.
We would like a trivia question that you've prepared in advance.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had one written down
Do you have
in
a
my
theme?
pocket, but it fell out and I lost it.
Do you know what it was?
No, because I got someone else to write it down for me.
I have one.
You do have one?
Yeah.
Thank God.
What is AMR's final line in the film?
There's a lot of characters in the Lord of the Rings, so this type of question can continue for quite some
Yes.
time.
Yes.
You have now
It's a standard
correctly-
staple.
Yeah.
Correctly identified Tom's next 20 trivia questions.
Here, does anybody know the name of the King of the Dead?
Is that your trivia question?
That's a trivia question.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
And is the answer to that going to be no?
Nobody
That's
knows.
the correct answer. There we go.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
Do you have one?
No.
Not who you love this week.
Won't let me on. No. I don't know. I haven't got one.
Okay.
I haven't got one.
We've got no Lord of the Rings trivia in your head.
Oh, really? I haven't got my
Can you
cheat book.
recycle one from your fiendish Finchley pub quizzes?
No.
No.
I don't know any of them. I don't know. I'm out.
What was it, those actors ones where you gave 3 films?
3 films that. Alright, alright, why not? Name the Lord of the Rings actor who appeared in these 3 films: From Hell, Garden State, and Alien.
Good. Smashed it.
There you go. Seamless trivia as always.
Yeah. Very good. Do you have
Yes.
one, Adam?
No. I honestly don't have nothing.
Leave him be.
I got nothing. I'm out. I'm tapped out. Maybe a little bit jet lagged. I'm not sure.
Alright, moving on from trivia questions then.
Go on.
Okay, so on to Ardacon first or Canadian Meta?
Don't mind.
Which do you guys want to talk about first?
Matters not.
Just chat for half an hour.
Let's chat.
Alright.
Yeah.
I meant you guys.
Oh, us.
Okay.
But we see each other every day right now. Like we don't get to see each other all the time.
Yeah.
He's never seen you guys before today,
Once a
so.
year normally. And,
Yeah.
this
Well,
is
actually,
nice
it's
bonus,
only
yeah.
been once last year and this year now twice.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, it's pretty good. So
That's 50 or 100% more than last time.
it is.
Mm.
It's pretty good. And within a month, that's the key thing.
Yeah.
Within a month.
So what we would like, because knowing us, if we're not careful, we'll talk about tea and haircuts for an hour, and you might talk about tea and haircuts, and people there will say things like, "Why didn't you ask them about Anything else?
Yeah.
So
Except
we'd
tea, I
like
guess.
to know what's
Why'd you get your
SBG
haircut?
like. Why'd you get your haircut in Canada? What's SBG like in Canada? What's the scene like? What's the meta like?
So, it's a community-based event, like group, obviously. So you know everybody for the most part. We all try to get along. Everybody. It's a very positive atmosphere. Tournaments, like I said, happen once a month, generally. We have generally group get-togethers. Like people will post randomly, "Hey, wanting to get together for a game." That all happens, right? It's very. It's a fledgling league. You know what I mean?
Our league starts in January, ends in December.
Is it all in Ontario?
All in Ontario. Yeah. So
Yeah.
And how many people do you have? Like, how many people have been to an event?
I think there was 30 some odd. It's one this year, and that was the highest so far. We started off and it was like 12 people, and that was last March, April, somewhere around there. And I don't even have all the stats because I'm not involved with any of the record keeping or anything like that. So, and in a year to grow up to have over 30 people, you know what I mean? It's a pretty good push, you know. And so yeah, people come up from like, and the thing is like you guys in England are fairly concentrated when you think of the size of Canada, right? Yeah. And so Ontario, and like Ontario is massive. So like for some people, they're driving like 4 or 5 hours in a single day one way to get to these tournaments. Not saying that doesn't happen.
That's
here.
within Ontario.
Within Ontario.
So how
Southern
big
Ontario.
Are we talking, like for anyone who can't picture Canada, Ontario, size-wise?
It spans the whole continent. Like I actually posted somewhere not that long ago how big it was. But
well,
it's
Google.
I was gonna say Google, yeah.
Yeah, you can Google it. Like
how long would it take to drive across Ontario?
Okay,
24 hours.
24 hours.
All of Ontario. Yeah, from one side to the other.
From one side to the other
So,
would take 24 hours
yeah,
worth of
straight,
driving.
constant driving. I drove.
No stopping.
I drove from, I would say, sort of central eastern Ontario, where I live, the Kawartha Lakes region, and my wife and I drove out to Nova Scotia, which is one of our provinces on the east coast, and we drove for constantly, non-stop, just stopping for gas and picking up food and going again, 5-hour rotations, and it took us 24 hours to get there, driving straight. You know, that's on highways going over the speed limit. So
it's not small.
No.
No.
Like, I'm not sure if England would be probably a little bit bigger than Ontario. I'm gonna assume,
Well,
if
quite-
not close
No,
in size.
No.
Like I do know.
France and Britain would both fit into Ontario.
Yeah.
No. Okay. See, I was thinking. Yeah. Okay. That puts
France
it
is
to
a lot
scale.
bigger than Britain.
Yeah.
Like Britain, top to bottom is about sort of 12 hours, 13 hours. Something like
But
that, I reckon.
Ontario
Yeah.
is
That's true because I'm thinking I'm more
million
we're
square
central.
kilometers.
We're central to sort of.
That's a fake number. That's not. There's no way there's a million
Well,
square
a million,
kilometres.
million and a bit.
Oh God,
Yeah.
what is it? It's a million.
Whereas Britain is 242
Okay.
and a half
There you go.
square kilometers.
So that's the
So you
size
can
of
fit
it.
242.
Yeah,
Thousand.
There
square.
you go. That's the key word that was missing. God, we are small.
Wow.
Mm.
We are 1.3%.
All right, so then that's. I mean, that's. Oh, stop it.
It's massive. It's big.
Yeah.
And like our per capita is huge. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
in the sense that we have a huge amount of land, very few people, right?
Lots of moose.
Lots of moose.
Moose.
Got lots of deer.
Is that a deer though?
No, that's a deer though. And then you know we got some beavers.
Yeah.
We like to portage. We had that conversation. But yeah, no, we it's
Are
interesting.
you aware
It's
of what
mostly
portaging is?
I've got no.
no.
Okay,
You know what a canoe is?
I know
The
what a
show,
canoe
yeah,
is, yeah.
right. So
Was it you that suggested when we were talking about the sketch? You said, have you got a canoe?
that's right.
But the difference between our countries is perfectly there, illustrated by the fact that you would expect us to have a canoe.
But how do you get across
no,
the
not
English
a, not
Channel
a oar,
without a
not
canoe?
not an oar. It's a paddle.
A paddle.
It's a
That's
paddle. It's a paddle.
I'd say, not in all seriousness. No, sorry, I don't have a canoe paddle.
I had to ask. This would be funny.
Popping down the Thames.
That's right. Just going around. Yeah, actually, you have a pretty good stroke. I'm just saying. That was a pretty talented stroke right there.
Thank you. That's what all the boys say.
But portaging, basically
Portaging,
it's what you have is the canoe, and you're camping in the middle of the bush, which we have lots of. Even Southern Ontario, which is like our central sort of hub of most of our population in Canada, it's very densely populated with forests and lakes and everything else. And so you're basically portaging or canoeing from one lake into another by carrying all the gear and the canoe across land on your back.
So portaging is moving a canoe.
Yeah,
Yes.
with all your gear
With the gear.
when you're backpacking or camping in the wilderness, right? So if you're canoeing from one lake to another, and there's a landmass in between, it's that time in between the two lakes that you're carrying all your
You're
gear.
moving a canoe. Right?
That's right.
Your
That is
next canoe
portaging.
adventure.
Yeah, portaging. It's one of the great adventures for being in Canada. Suggest it to anybody. So
I've
at
got a
least get
fancy
it.
word for carrying stuff around.
Yeah.
Portaging. Yeah.
So Hughes then, but you must. I'm guessing your league must be based in a small part of Ontario.
It's
based in southern
Yeah.
Ontario.
southern sort of central Ontario,
Yeah.
so around Toronto and within generally about an hour to an hour and a half drive from there. There's a few people that have ran tournaments outside of that, like at the end of this month there's one in Ottawa, which is like a 3-hour drive from Toronto, and then there's one in Barry's Bay that's been ran both last year and this year, which is what, 4 almost.
Yeah, it's about 4 hour
So-
drive.
And that's like due north, like
Yeah.
past 7, which you never mind. That's yeah.
Towards 8.
That's exactly towards 8, 9, and 10. So
What's the longest we drive for an event?
I've done Scotland when I got
Yeah.
there for Dave, and that was. But I went to Manchester.
Yeah.
Where I was I went to Manchester the night before on the train, which was a couple of hours on the train, and then we drove, and I think it was about 4 hours from there.
Yeah.
So it didn't seem too bad. But the longest I've driven from here was to Preston, which was 4.5.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I only did that once, and that was tough because
Yeah.
because of work you have to go
Yeah.
Friday night
Yeah.
and come back on Sunday
Yeah.
night,
Yeah.
and 4.5 hours on a Friday night
Is terrible.
to then get there and not have an evening to then drive home on Sunday was tough. So
Yeah.
I haven't gone to another Preston one since.
We have guys that do 8 hours in total of driving in a day, right? To come
Well,
from wherever.
You guys, when we were at Nova, we were saying that you guys drove for 12 hours. Is that right?
With stops, 13 hours.
13 hours.
So, yeah.
It took you
Yeah.
longer to get to
Yeah.
Nova than it took us.
Across the land driving.
Like
yeah.
even nearly I think it was including the airport. Like we'd got there 3 hours, had an 8-hour flight.
Yeah.
3 hours before, 8-hour
Yeah.
flight, and it was the whole
Pretty
travel
simple,
time,
isn't it?
including the
Yeah.
airport, was almost quicker for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is just absurd, given that you live there.
Well,
You know,
Yeah.
well,
not only in a broad sense,
within a
but
very
yeah.
broad sense, we do. You know,
Yeah.
they're next door neighbors to the south, right? So, and it's not a state that's all that far south. They're sort of
Yeah.
mid.
Yeah, exactly,
mid.
yeah.
So, it's well worth it though. Like Nova
Because
was
we
a
are,
great
we are
time.
pretty close to the U.S. border.
Yeah.
It takes us about, I think, about an hour and a half to get to the U.S. border.
Based off where you live. So,
Yeah, like if you're in
Yeah.
Toronto.
yeah.
Was
So
it cheaper to drive that?
it is cheaper to drive that there. With gas and prices and stuff like that in the States, it's per gallon. It's pretty cheap. You know what I mean? And like in Canada, not nearly as cheap. Probably double the price in Canada for gas compared to the States. But once
That's
you hit,
petrol.
yeah. Sorry, that's another Canadianism right there. Gas.
I think they were right with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
As in Helsinki, Sweden.
But yeah, so
Die hard for you there.
it's cheaper to drive, especially when you're carpooling with
Yeah.
3 other guys. So then you're splitting that.
Yeah, that
4 ways.
gas bill.
Yeah.
What are those journeys like though? Do you get?
Yeah.
I mean, like, they must get a bit grim at the time. Like 4 of you in the car for the best part of 12 hours.
You sleep through those ones, as long as you're not driving
Mm.
on the wrong side of the road
Yeah.
compared to here. So
Because we have like the drive. We always find the drive up to a tournament, and we
Yeah.
talk like on average you're talking about 3 hours, 3.5
Yeah.
hours maybe. The drive up to a tournament's great because you maybe haven't seen each other in ages, and you're
Yeah.
catching up and you're talking about what's coming.
on
The
way
drive
back,
home on a Sunday night is just horrific
you're done.
because everyone's knackered.
Yeah.
No one wants to talk.
And that was Nova. That really stands out because you're such a long drive. You know what I mean? But for myself, I generally drive myself to our own tournaments. I don't usually carpool with people to our tournaments, so it's not so much. But when I do carpool with people, they're like Don Barnett, Garrett, and stuff like that, and so like we have a lot of stuff that we can talk about because Don's a big influence in the league and stuff like that, so I can sort of poke his brain a little bit and ask him a bunch of questions and stuff. So. And and they're some of the closest guys that I live to, about an hour away, that I can actually get together with a game and stuff. So
it's very nice to meet all them this year, because obviously last year we met you and Taylor.
Sam Taylor.
Sam Taylor,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. And I think it was just you two.
It was just us two. His brother was there, but his brother was more, I think, just there for the fun of things.
And then this year you essentially got all the names of people you know from the Canadian kind of Facebook stuff.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
And hopefully next year it continues, and continues to grow in that. So.
I mean, tournament a month is brilliant.
Yeah.
But if we had a tournament a month, we'd be doing very well. So there's not. I think there's actually a risk sometimes. Like we noticed they're all doing really well, thankfully, but not everyone goes to all the tournaments anymore because when there was less, everyone went to all of them.
That's right.
To support them, and now there's more, everyone doesn't, and that's a.
You got to find that juggling, that balance point, right?
And you don't necessarily want to have.
I mean, it helps having more because then you can go more to the local ones without having to go
I agree with you in a sense that if you have a larger community base, that's feasible. But for somebody and it's been brought up for us in Ontario, and people have discussed it that if you're doing one every month, you can sort of burn yourself out. You know what I mean? Those people that are constantly like Chris, he hasn't missed one yet, and I'm not saying that he's burnt out by any means, but those are people that could be. If you want to win it, because you have to go to every tournament to win the league.
What's your league system?
Yeah, what's the scoring system?
So it's basically like 3-2-1, 3-1-0.
Yeah, for win, loss, draw.
Yeah. So
in a tournament.
In a tournament. Yeah. But even for league standings, it's also
the league.
That goes in the league, and the only thing that skews it is if it's a skirmish, a standard event, or a premier level event.
So your league points are like your game win total.
Basically.
So if you win 5 games, you get 15
so
league points.
The only thing that that's for your standard level game. So your league, basically your points in the tournament will go into the league. But if you're doing skirmish, it's a little bit slightly lowered, and if it's premier, it's slightly higher.
If you go to an event,
wins for a win.
If you go to an event with 10 games, then you can get more league points than an event with 5 games.
But that also changes the style of event that it is, because our league, there's the admin have made it so if you're playing between, let's say, like 700 and 1,000 points, it's a premier level event, and it has to have a certain amount of matches at that tournament, and it has to have a certain amount of attendance or attendees, at that tournament to be like a premier, or classified as a premier event. So
then, broadly speaking, you're getting to about 300 points.
Usually anywhere from 400 to 600. Premier going up to like 700, 800. Skirmish are more around the, I think, 250 to 400 in between there. So,
right.
Yeah. So that's approximately how you sort of break down those 3 tiers.
Yeah.
Not exact, because again, I just go to have fun. That's my key thing, is just to enjoy that community and get together with people that play. Right.
I'm just trying to think about that. Like, do you know
what
long way in advance how many games there are in each tournament?
Yeah. So minimum of a month. They're supposed to have information out a month beforehand. Venue's supposed to be like chosen and set 2 months before the tournament, and then leading up, you have to have your tournament back out before a month before.
So I was just thinking that if you're winning the league essentially, and then the next tournament comes out and it has 6 games, then you can only fall behind 18 points.
That's right.
Whereas if it's suddenly got 10, you might see that as being unfair because your opponents have more time to catch you.
But I think it doesn't scale. It favours people who go to more events.
And that's what it is, and that's what people are finding right now. Because like I know myself, I can't play to win tournaments because real life stuff like work and such, right? My schedule. So I can't go to all the tournaments. So I know I can't play to win end tournament, end of the league, which is fine.
So just winning a tournament then doesn't help your league standing.
It does help your league.
It does, because usually our leagues have between 4 to 5 games in each. Yeah. So if you won that tournament, obviously you probably won your 4 or 5 games, right? So all those games that you won now add up
Yeah, but
Yeah.
in say
In the grand scheme.
say two
In the-
people won 4 games,
Yeah.
and then one of them won the tournament on victory
You're gonna
points.
slightly
They're
get
both going to get
Yeah, it's
12
equal to the
points
wins.
towards the league.
Yeah.
So actually winning it doesn't get you
More
a
than the other
bonus or
person.
anything.
No.
That's interesting.
So it's skewed definitely heavily for the person that can go to every
Yeah, because
tournament.
ours is very different because we have 20 events in a year,
Yeah,
but your 4 best scores over the year, that's it. So
Yeah.
it means that people could go to
Skip
4
it, some.
and still
Yeah.
place reasonably.
and that's been a discussion. I'm not saying that's happening, but that style of format, I should say, for the league, it has
Yeah.
been a discussion, just because some people are feeling that burn, from going
Yeah.
every time, and then it also makes it fair for everybody that's involved in the league that they can still contend for that top
Yeah.
spot. Right?
Yeah, because I
Towards
think
the
when
end
you
of the year.
have a lot of tournaments in a year, you could be like, oh, I'll skip that one,
Yeah.
whatever, I'll skip.
Yeah.
But when you only have like a few tournaments and they're spaced out, you kind of get excited because you want to go back, you want to meet those people again, right? So it's an incentive in itself to space them out, I think,
Yeah.
right? Whereas if you have them all clumped together, it's like, there'll be another one in like 2-3 weeks, right? So I'll go to that one and I'll skip
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
So that's a basic format of it and stuff like that. There's gonna be discussions and talks, and you'll see it change in the next. I think for the next year, for the next tournament, you'll either see less tournaments and a different scoring format, or keep the tournaments number the same and just change the formatting of the points and stuff like that. So,
So
But
then, that's your league structure. What's your meta like? What goes on in Canada?
cherry picking the best of the best. I don't know. I'll be honest. A lot of the top players, because there's really no structure to prevent it. A lot of the top players, they do a lot of cherry picking, taking like a mixture of like, okay, Goblin King here, Reavers,
Goblin
this,
King
that.
seems to be picked a lot.
Yes.
So
He's
we
probably one of
see
the
a lot of
favorite
Yeah.
models in Canada right now in our league system. You're seeing Ring Race on Felby's come out quite a bit by some players as well.
Andrew plays them.
So, see, I don't even have to say one of them. Yeah.
no.
But he plays them well though. You know what I mean? Like, not to take anything against him. Like, he is good with that army. You know, as long as he's not failing all 12 of his fate rolls. So.
Little berserker that could.
Yeah. So, but like, he plays them well, and I'm not taking anything from him. You know what I mean? Like, he's a great player, and he won last year for a reason, right? So, but yeah, so the meta is right now, you basically are open to choose anything as long as it legally it fits into that warband limit. We do have some models that aren't allowed at the tournaments, like Tom Bombadil and Goldenberry and the 0
Free
point.
Golem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah, 0 point Golem's banned from our league, but Tom and Goldberry aren't.
okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask why?
Just
If you don't mind me asking.
They haven't won a tournament.
no
They're incredibly
annoying.
irritating to play against.
Yeah.
They're not fun, but
Yeah,
invariably
they're not going to win the
they
tournament.
don't win tournament. I don't
No.
think an army
No, they
with
never
Well, they are very expensive on their own, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's like that giant chunk that, Tom
Also-
Bombadil like takes
What's-
out of your army.
What's also quite interesting about them is when you do come up against one of those horrible armies like a Balon, Treebeard, Tom and Goldberry or something, what that army can, it won't win the tournament, but what it can do
let's stop
is
you from
submarine
Yeah.
a really good army.
Yeah.
If it gets the right torpedo, sorry.
Torpedo.
I was sending the whole sub.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes a bigger hole that way.
Submarine is the ultimate torpedo. It's absolutely torpedo. Because you know
If you get it the wrong
if
scenario,
you get it
to
the
the
wrong
death.
scenario,
Yeah.
that a good army will lose, which is actually
Yeah.
quite an interesting dynamic because it then
Grim for the person who has to fight it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see, and that's the thing is, that army, or well, them included in the army, hasn't been seen in our league yet.
But I think
Well,
it
right from the
normally
get-go.
is left up to the tournament organizer
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
No.
like if they want to allow, they can allow basically whatever models
Yeah.
they like to allow.
Yep.
Right, and we've had some where I believe one that just passed was like no magic users.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the one that's coming up. In the
Oh, it's
end
coming
of
up?
War,
Okay.
It's War in the East, so it's the one that's in Ottawa, and no magic whatsoever. So like I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, there was one like that, and guess who?
Guess what won it?
They didn't win it. Yeah, he did win it.
He did win it, yeah. Guess what won it?
What won?
A magic user.
Thranduil, Gandalf.
All rakes on fell beast.
Oh,
They couldn't cast, but
yeah.
And a shade.
still win. Yeah.
But they're still deadly. They're
The
monstrous
stupidly
cavalry.
played.
Like, they're still deadly. So
That was quite interesting
Yeah.
in terms of like, you know,
Yeah.
take away the magic, don't need the magic.
Yeah.
it opens up the eyes to people
Yeah.
as to how good they truly are. So
There's also his Ed using them. He's very good with them.
Yeah.
So he knows how to get the best out of
yeah,
them.
yeah. And so yeah, with Canada, our meta is definitely pick
So
whatever you
what's
want,
the-
and like even on the good side too. Like a lot of people are now finding like key models, and like I am, you know, one of those people that I do include Galadriel in a lot of my armies. I had her at Nova, and you know,
New
I speak.
Galadriel.
Yeah, new Galadriel, Lady of Light, just because of what she does, right? And it's that hard counter to certain models, and like when you know you're facing them, and the buffs that she gives to your own force, it's like for 125 points. Yeah,
So
it's
might-
super cheap.
There might be a short breakdown in unknown terminology or something, but that's obviously like the models you're allowed and stuff.
Yeah.
The meta over here is like what most people are bringing along.
Yeah,
So you've got the Goblin King.
yeah.
Like what kinds of forces do people bring? Like what are there any races that are particularly popular? And
Elves are very popular. The ring race on Felbeast, like I said, very popular.
have they got more? I know when we went to Nova this time, there were more ring race on Felbeast than last year.
I
It
think
felt
that
like
is
they'd got
very
more popular
true.
over the year.
But you also have to think going into this Nova too, there was a lot of people posting about armies and stuff like that, and people that have had time now to sort of venture out into the World Wide Web and to search out what's a good list. You know what I mean? And so,
Because Nova the first time, they were very like Tim Hickson's list this time, just a load of cheap troops with
Yeah.
cheap heroes, just to get a huge army of orcs
Yeah,
or
You see
whatever
a few of those up in Canada as well. It tends to be more of a balance between cheap troops and big
Yeah.
heroes,
yeah.
right? So like you don't see the massive hordes.
Dwemer Lake's been a big thing too recently.
See, that's
Yeah.
interesting because he's gone out of favour.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
saw about 3 years ago, you
Yeah.
saw him a lot.
But you're seeing, I think
You
it's a
hardly
time
ever
thing,
see-
right? It's
You're
new.
3 years behind.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
It's a time difference.
We might be slow, eh? We're in Canada.
Well, because he also goes with, I think, what is the meta too, right? Because if you're playing a lot of
Lots
big
of Legos.
heroes,
That's right. You want
right?
them.
You want him because he can mimic the stats of those big heroes
Well,
and essentially nullify them with his
no,
magic.
that's Knight of Lumbar.
Oh,
The Dwemer Lake
It
is the one
takes
that
them
Yeah.
light and well in face. But if you've
That's-
got Legolas,
yeah.
you can take them out.
take them out pretty easily.
Yeah.
There's lots of Legolases.
That's
Right.
right.
yeah.
So you are seeing those Megaliths and Epic Thranduil
Yeah.
as well quite a bit for the good side. Like I said, I use Galadriel, Lady of Light on. I wouldn't say. In the last few tournaments I've been to, I've used her probably every tournament. So
You got a lot of Rivendell Knights.
that's been popping up. I wouldn't say a lot yet. I think I've only seen one.
You
army
usually
that's
get about
straight.
one a tournament.
So
Garrett had them, didn't he?
yeah, Garrett, and that's what I was gonna say. I think
Yeah.
I've seen one person that run just straight Rivendell Knights, but you do see them. I've used them a couple of times, not on their own, but just as like a flanking force. So like 6 of them off to the side. So Rivendell Knights are definitely there.
Hobbits.
They'll come in about a year and a
Yeah.
half.
There is a guy that yeah, that's true. In about a year and a half or so, there is a guy that does like his hobbits. Derek, he's painted up quite a few of them, and I know Taylor, another guy that's been helping me with Blackfire Productions stuff
Yeah.
like that. He's been painting up his hobbits as well. So
But
um,
yeah, we haven't really seen many armies at the tournaments yet with hobbits.
hobbits, they are there. Like I've seen a couple, but yeah, not many.
In
I agree.
Lake Town. Lake
No.
Town Nord.
Yeah, Zero Lake Town.
None of that I can
Lucky.
recall.
Mm.
So
Enjoy it.
yeah.
Enjoy
about
the next 3 years.
Yeah. How about Hunter Oaks or things like that?
I've seen Hunter Works, not in
not a
mass
lot.
though.
Yeah. Like maybe like the side to complement
Yeah.
another force, like
Yeah.
you know.
Shades are another big shades everywhere. People are bringing shades.
There's not too many shades
No.
over it.
Yeah.
There's really not too many, which is nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
So
And I'd say our main mid table stuff is Isengard and dwarves
Yeah.
seem to be really popular, or elves.
The Goblin Town or Moria with 2 Felbies.
We have
That's
seen
hugely popular.
we have seen a lot of mixtures of Goblin Town and Moria, and a lot of Isengard. More towards last year, but then people started to change what they were playing and stuff like that, and slightly evolving. And so you don't see, like, you see it, but not nearly as often as last year. Isengard and Goblin Town, well, you see it a lot.
Cool.
With Moria mixed in for the shamans.
So how is Canada feeling about the new developments? Team Middle Earth.
Yeah.
Team
Oh.
Middle Earth.
Very excited, I think, because it's nice to get that fresh input going into the game with, you know, like a fresh injection of love, basically, for the game.
Yeah, we're all excited, and for the ones that are here at Ardacon, we're going to be taking back a lot of information, hopefully, and a lot of stories, and yeah, like, oh my god, you gotta see it, you know what I mean? So
you're after some dwarfs this weekend, eh?
yeah, like I said, my pants are on fire. They're burning up right now. That money's hot and ready to leave my hands or my pockets, so yeah.
Big deal for you guys, of course, because the shipping from Forge is expensive, so
Yeah,
kind of makes
it's,
sense for you to get
what is it, 20% if you purchase or something like that when you, so that's pretty,
Worth the flight over.
yeah. With the amount of money that I'll be spending,
Yeah.
if I was allowed to, and my wife wouldn't string me up, yeah.
You get smiled whilst you're on it.
Yeah. So, yeah, but we're excited. I'm wanting to take a lot of videos and photos and stuff like that while I'm over there, and hopefully bring that back to everybody else in Canada. So
that probably segues quite nicely into Ardacon.
Mhm.
The reason you're here.
yes,
Oh, reason 1, bacon butties.
yes.
No, bacon buddy, sorry.
Even though we just found,
Shit buddy.
Shit-
Yeah.
They
shit
have a
buddies.
bacon butty.
even though we just
Yeah.
found out about it today.
That was why we were here.
That was
That was it.
Also, butty, very sort of specific things. You wouldn't have like what's a good sandwich? Like a turkey salad sandwich you might have, yeah?
Yeah.
Or turkey salad roll.
Yeah,
turkey.
You wouldn't have a turkey salad butty.
No,
No.
no.
See, that's not a...
You,
not a
ba-
thing.
we'd have a bacon one.
You'd have a bacon butty, you'd have a
Maple
chip
bacon.
butty,
Maple bacon.
but that's kind of it, isn't it? For all the butties. Strange.
Yeah. This
Sure,
is what
it's
got us here.
so-
This is what. So.
Name the 3rd British butty. So yeah, here for Ardacon.
We flew over here, arrived
Yeah.
Monday morning.
We sailed. I'm so confused.
Yes, yeah, we just sailed away. No? There's a song about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come sail away. Once more sung by Cartman.
There
also
you go.
in
See?
South
There you go. You know all about it. So
All about it.
all about it. Yeah, all about it.
So, are you in a Canadian team or a North America team? Or?
North American team because
How do you feel about that? From a national pride point of view.
well, we have to do what we got to do.
Well, I mean,
there is.
it's going to be a lot of work picking up the slack from our, you know,
Ooh, this is a problem. We can put this
American
up
friends.
Oh, tension's rising.
North America.
We're up for the challenge.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You know, I'm just saying, like top 5 at Nova. This should pretty clearly state, you know, we had a Canadian there, so that's pretty good. So you know who's going to be holding the fort down for Team North America.
So Team North America, you two?
Us two.
Devin?
There's Devin. There's Jind, who is actually from the far side
He's
of.
from Leicester.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, originally. Now he's in British Columbia, which is
Yeah.
far outside of Canada.
To give you
So-
the
He is
how
coming out.
far he is,
Yeah,
would probably
as far as
take
I
you
know.
like 3 days worth of driving to get to him.
from Ontario.
Mad.
Or you can just fly there and get there in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
You'd
but
be at
so
the
he'll be
bottom of
there.
the sea.
There's evidence.
You'd tip that in Britain.
That's true. We're just gonna go.
Drive for 3 days. Wouldn't risk it, man.
No, the traffic you might be lucky.
So,
Yeah.
We haven't built a tunnel yet to get across.
No.
That's France.
Yeah. Not across the Atlantic.
No one
No.
wants that.
Evan's supposed to be there, and I believe there's a couple of.
That was cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Matt.
Matt Iveson is-
That's and his son, I believe.
Okay, so you got a team.
We got a team.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's.
that's cool.
I think there's 7 of us.
Have you got snazzy matching polo shirts?
No.
We should get
I just have my Canadian dinner shirt.
get the polo shirt.
On here.
Yeah.
Can do if you want.
You can see if they like the polo shirt.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Yeah. We have team polo
You might have
shirts.
to look after him because he doesn't do well when you
Okay.
Well, we have
I don't know why I'm grabbing my
We
teeth.
really enjoyed being a team at Nova. You know, it's not quite a team tournament, but we had that team feeling coming over as.
Well, you
British.
guys have that huge
GBHL.
backing, right, from the GBHL community,
That
which
was
is
amazing.
phenomenal. Like the video
Yeah,
that they
the
put
video
out
was
was
great.
great. Like,
Thanks,
that's,
Steve and the guys.
yeah, it was very well done. Very enjoyable to see, even if you weren't on your team. You know what I mean? And to see that camaraderie between your whole entire team and everybody else. You know, it's great to see.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Green polo.
Oh.
look at that!
Look forward to
The
seeing
collar's in the way.
Yeah.
seeing
Yeah,
our selection
yeah,
of these on the winners' podium over the weekend.
We are
Yeah.
team Wanderers in the Wild.
Wanderers in the wild. That's actually pretty sharp. I like that.
It's
And
quite
it's-
soft.
We
actually.
also have matching dice
Oh.
with the logo.
And pants.
That's... Come on now.
So
I
we-
mean,
Does it
pants,
go any
I mean,
deeper than the pants?
Keep it G. Keep it G rated.
Pants or trousers.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yes.
Pants, not pants.
Yeah.
Yes.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes.
Okay. Pants or trousers.
Yeah, we thought that this would help with the camaraderie stuff.
That's awesome. I like that. That's a great idea. We haven't really done anything like that for our team.
Do you think that will like hold you back? Probably, yeah.
I don't know.
I think because we spent more time strategizing about the actual game than
Yeah,
worrying
yeah.
about.
So have you got a little?
Clothing?
Have you got a little group? Like Team North America, a little chat or something?
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
a little chat. We've been watching
Big
videos.
chat.
Yeah, exactly. Watching videos, analyzing, almost like what they do in hockey. You know,
Really?
the strategizing and everything else.
Watching
Yeah.
videos. What videos?
Just any battle reports we see with any players that are going to the tournaments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see?
Wow.
So we watch how you guys play.
We've actually had
That's right.
someone secretly filming
No.
all of the tournaments here.
We've had a drone
Yeah.
flying around.
Yeah.
They've got a profile on you, Damien.
Yeah.
That's right.
This guy tends to blow his mic early in the game. So we can save yours for the
Yes.
late
Well,
game.
key points, right? What
Yeah.
to do, what to look out for. that
Keys
type
to
of stuff.
victory.
Yeah,
I think
we
the
can't.
pro- the only
We
problem
should
with
probably
that
cut
as
it
a
here.
strategy
We can't divulge
Is
anything.
that pretty much the only battle reports of us are when we're playing scenarios like idiots.
Frodo, hurry, come back.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You might have gone, these guys are really reckless. Let's sit back, I will shoot you to death.
Yeah. Okay.
I will shoot you to death.
Nothing like
I don't
how
know
you
why you
guys
think
play
I
at
wouldn't do
Nova.
it.
Nothing at all.
That's good that you've got like gone to that level though, if you think.
We actually have.
Ah,
I joke. I jest. Or have we?
I don't know anymore. I don't know what's real. Was it a moose? Was it a deer? I don't know.
It's a deer doe.
So yeah,
Um,
teams is a cool part.
very cool.
I'm just saying, Wanderers in the Wild seems very fitting for a bunch of Canadians.
Yeah, we
So
chose
we're-
it.
With all our
We're all
portage.
disparate. It obviously comes from the army list,
Yeah.
which was meant to be a bunch
Yeah.
of different
Yeah.
disparate wanderers, and we're all
You could
drawn
actually
from
get it
different parts of the
rebranded to Portagers. Wow.
Portages in the wild. Is it
So-
Pintoon? Pintoon is in the wild?
Yeah. You're just going to have to get yourself a paddle. That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we who is it in our team? We have
Jamie Giblin.
Yep.
Adam Troke.
correct.
World champion. Harry Moore. Callum Edens. Mark Stone. Me. 7. There's someone else there to make up numbers.
Yeah, someone. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's our trivia question.
I'm just gonna pack my stuff up now and go.
And Mr. Thomas Aaron.
Yeah.
And Mr. Thomas.
I think our team's pretty good.
Yes.
Got good depth. Good depth in the squad.
Yeah. But we don't have lists yet, so
I,
it doesn't help.
I don't know what happened though. I put a poll up to pick my last choice, and I was like, guys, I just need a decision on this. Like, what should I go for? It has something like 9 comments. No one voted.
I voted. Look, you just can't see them. It's everyone's voted.
Have they?
Yeah, it's your Facebook being funny.
Have they?
Yeah, it's
Oh, well,
like
that explains that.
it's like 7-1 to
Is it?
yeah to the one you don't want it to be.
No.
Fill us in on more,
Well,
please,
that doesn't
please.
explain it. I kept writing comments saying, why isn't anyone voting? And no one said
Something to
anything.
show you.
This is funny. I would
This
listen.
is me showing Damien technology as well, which is
Yeah.
a glorious
Yeah.
moment in my life.
This
Oh,
is
sure.
recording, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
okay.
the Palantir, mate.
Okay.
We
Just
talked
making
to them
sure.
for about-
Hey,
I hope
I'm just
you hit
saying,
record.
if technology-wise.
Yeah, everyone's voted. That's so sweet. It has not gone to deadlock. It's 7-1.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's that then.
Yeah. Told ya.
Are we taking a Rohan captain without shield?
Well then, that's juicy secrets right there.
Absolutely.
So.
So yeah, Ardacon arriving Friday for Chaos in Arda. It's about
Chaos in Arda starts Friday.
It starts late on the Friday, doesn't it?
This is like 6 or 7 or something like
Yeah,
that.
something like
So, yeah, I'm probably gonna be camped out there Thursday night, Friday morning, waiting for something to open up.
Waiting for Games Workshop to-
supplies. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to give away my secrets of what I'm doing. But yes, waiting for Forge World to be there with the Games Workshop and releases.
Well, I don't know what's like happening with that. I don't know if they're going to announce their times or anything.
I don't know, but I'm looking forward to that. Even seeing some of the stuff that they have and just being able to go through it. So, and like really Ardacon for me, because we came so far, it's not about winning a tournament. It's about
luck.
That's right. It's about the enjoyment of it because it's a huge trip, right? So like I'm here, with Antonio, and we were a week early before it even started, right?
Well, that's key strategy there, right? To
Yeah.
get the jet lag out of the way.
That's right. So we're not tired by then. But there
We-
goes giving all our secrets.
We didn't go to Nova to win, did we?
No, it just happened.
Yes, that was good.
We didn't want to. Second time particularly, like, no, not this time, sure.
No, let somebody else win it. We're just not that good.
It just happened.
But no, it's more. I rather have these moments. You know what I mean? Camaraderie, make those friendships, stuff like that. Like,
yeah, but it's Nova, when you don't want to go to the tournament and come home. You know, we get 5 days out of it most times. It's great.
Yep.
And I know you've done like your Jack the Ripper walking tour and you've got some more London stuff tomorrow. Going to Warhammer World on Friday?
Friday. Before going to.
Like you've got to go. It's
we
worth
will.
it.
Yeah, we already got our train tickets and that ready for it. So
give it a good long whack.
How long of a whack?
As long as you can make it last. I would say
I got a drink to that one. Hey, I know what that's all about.
It's a good one, eh?
Hey.
When the exhibition, when we went in, it took about an hour.
Exhibition too.
Yeah,
There's an exhibition, and then there's the.
And that was. I think you could spend longer in there, but you have to buy a ticket for that. And then you want to go and you want to have a meal, you want to have your lunch in Bugman's.
Absolutely.
And sit down just because it's just so cool.
Yep.
And then even the game and all, even I presume I don't know if you're playing, if you want to have a game there or something. But even the gaming hall, the gaming halls has got stuff around it, and there's 3 other shops and stuff.
Yeah. Cameras and everything are allowed there, right?
You can take pictures. You can't film inside it.
Okay. Outside.
Film outside, yeah.
I'm gonna pull a table out.
So it's like it's that kind of thing. It's like it's a very cool place to play a game.
Yeah.
If you're just going to look around, probably a couple of hours.
Okay.
I'd say. But if I was you, I'd go and I'd have a game.
Yeah.
Well,
you'll have your models.
Take your models.
Yeah.
Go and book a table.
Yeah.
And
then just
play
have fun.
play a game, then go and have some lunch, and then go around the
There's a
exhibition.
Goblin Town board there. So.
I don't. What else is there in Nottingham there besides?
In the city?
Yeah, there's nothing. It's just that.
James Long.
Okay.
He'll be drunk somewhere.
Some Robin Hood stuff.
Robin Hood stuff, yeah.
Loxley.
There's it's the kind of wargaming capital as well. So you've got like the kind of
Rock City.
Rock City's there. There's a very nice city. It's actually quite an attractive city centre.
But
Warhammer
Warhammer
was a castle, yeah.
Yeah. I might have to see the castle just because I've never seen. Well, no, that's a lie. I've seen a small one.
You've got hundreds of them.
But not a.
Lots of castles.
You know how many we have in Canada?
Yeah, Castle Loma.
It's like a manor.
It's more of a house than a
Yeah.
castle.
Yeah.
But it's big.
Every man's house is
Yes.
a castle.
That's true. That is true. Wise words, nonetheless.
Thank you, I made that up.
But yeah, so definitely hit up Warhammer.
Yeah,
over there,
definitely
so.
go. It's cool.
Yeah.
And you can get some limited edition stuff. Like they still sell Bugman's. Bugman's is fantastic game. There's a board game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I've got it over there. It's 20 quid. It's made by Rick Priestley and it's absolutely brilliant. You play a drunk dwarf trying to get food and booze from the bar back to your table.
That would be
And it's absolutely brilliant, and you can only buy it in Warhammer World.
well,
I think they still sell it. It's well worth it.
I might have to look into that then.
Yeah, it's
for
really
a nice
cool.
little board
And you
game.
can still get Defenders of Rohan and Final Phase of the Witch King if you go to Warhammer World. That's the only place you
Or
can
it's
get them.
Ardacon,
I
hopefully.
reckon they'll have them at Ardacon.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Both are worthy buys though.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
But yeah,
That's
well
awesome.
worth a look.
yeah. That will be on. That's on our schedule. Like that's one thing that Antonio wants to do, and that's one thing for sure I want to do. Like
The
we're not coming here for a gaming event and not going.
The exhibition is
So,
absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
well
Yeah.
worth it.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really really good. So and that's just people's painted model. Well, GW's painted
It's
models.
mainly GWs, and
But
they've
like their
done-
employees
they
and
always
stuff.
have a special exhibition on
Okay.
at the end, which changes.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's not anymore. It was Golden Demon, right? Until I think the most recent one, like Golden Demon Winners
Yeah.
or something.
That's cool. That's really really cool.
Yeah, so there's some really gorgeous stuff at that.
Yeah.
I really
And see, and that's the thing is, if we just came for Ardacon, we'd miss out on all this stuff. Like, I'm not taking anything away from Ardacon either. Like, that is the driving force that brought us to England. But like, there's so much more. It's, like, the history goes so much further back, and I'm a huge history fan. So like, to be able to come see
Chip
stuff, they're right there. That was
Palantir,
that was the third thing, right?
Oh,
The fourth thing right there. So
Well, there's a lot of history behind that meal as well, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like Tom bought the chips earlier.
Yeah.
I went into that shop and got the loaf of bread.
Yeah, that's true. You sat down, you buttered your bread.
I left the bread in the car actually.
That was interesting
That's-
because
I
you
started
kind
out, you guys didn't see that.
Time to go.
Yeah, you had to go back
there.
there.
of you just kind of like ran away and you're like just wait here, and
That's
you,
how we do it in England.
yeah you came back with bread.
Came out with a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Just did it.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh.
yeah.
It's just like Jesus.
Yeah. You turned money into bread.
That's what happened. It's all a trick. That's what he did. He went, go wait there,
Left
guys.
it in the
Look,
car.
to the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
There's the bread out.
7-Eleven, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I made it for you guys.
Yeah. 7-Eleven's a good thing.
So, Ardacon,
Mhm.
Cast now they're on the Friday night, and they've got
Singles on
all the
Saturday.
way through, but in the
Yeah.
morning, we get to reach over.
Is that? Yeah.
That's it.
You might want
You
to.
got it.
Why don't you go and scream into the camera like that?
Yeah, yeah.
You might have to look after him here. He's
The
not
shirt
very
got a
good.
spot.
I got it.
There you go.
Very good.
That's a skill right
So
there.
yes, we have SBG issue 4.
Fun fact about issue 4 of SBG magazine. Mid-Sussex Wargames had put up a review video of it before Tom had seen it. True fact. Well, congrats to Sam, thank you for doing that. I haven't watched it yet, put it up tonight, but go check out the review. Unless he says it's awful,
It's alright.
in which case don't listen to him.
Don't listen.
Yep, we have
It's pretty
SBG issue 4.
glorious.
It is glorious.
Do you like? You
Yes.
flicked through it, I believe?
I just first few pages, and well,
Great
can't
pages.
wait to get back to the apartment and finish reading the rest of it. So.
Absolutely, and you're doing us a great favour by being our Canada reseller.
Yeah, I picked up a bar reseller. I don't sell
Yeah, 'cause
these for more than what you guys are asking for.
Because James was being that is also being that, so you got
He
a
has,
little
yeah.
competition now.
Well, that's good though, because the West Coast is so far.
Yeah, he
away,
serves
you know
the
what I mean?
West
Like,
Coast.
it's
You're the Ontario
yeah.
rep.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, you know, in that sense. But like, yeah, I don't mind, and it helps out you guys.
It really
and
does.
Helps the hobby, and so.
And I brought them home
It is.
today, and we have, I'm relieved to say, I don't know if I've told you this, we have 280 copies. Our print run is 450 this time, which is a largest ever, 400 of issue 3 got done. But we've had 280 delivered, so we will probably be bringing most of them to Ardacon to make sure everyone who could want one will be able to get one.
Make sure you get a copy.
Yeah,
it's so
issue
important.
2s
like-
now that are running low.
Assuming the issue 1's turn off.
Yes.
Issue
Issue
one's-
1s are running very low.
We've
but
got about 2 copies of issue 1 left, but we've ordered another 50 now to try and get them in time, we don't know. Issue 2's we've got 20.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
particularly if you're interested in issue 1 or issue 2, you either want to pre-order with us and pick it up at Ardacon, or make sure you get there early, because we might well run out of those.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people going who don't have any of them, so
Yeah.
could well go out.
Yeah.
Fun facts about issue 4. If you get a copy, you get entered into the raffle to win a box of Hunter Orcs and a Gandalf. And I believe, I was chatting to Sam about this, because there's basically, we've recorded a video, part of our behind the scenes through issue 3, where we reveal this, but it won't have been out yet, so we've already said it on that, but you won't have heard this. We said in a different video that we would do a prize for this thing, and we now know what the prize is, which is
Prize for what then?
Thrain.
Yes.
If you pick up a copy of issue 4...
Ah, yes, we know what the prize is. Have you got it?
No.
Would you like to run and get it?
Well, it's at my office at work. So
Excellent.
you'll have to really feel
Little
for a
job.
while. A little job. What is the competition, Tom?
The competition is, which Sam Page can't enter because he's had a head start, is how many times does the Thrain the Broken model appear in the magazine? So
From
in
cover
any
to
of the-
cover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the back and the front, if he's on them. How many times is Thrain in the magazine, the specific model as well, so not just his name appearing in the text.
Just the model. And
if
so
you
do you
do
have to
this-
detail where the model shows
Yeah,
up
you have
and
to tell us
everything, right?
which page number they're on. So send, basically the person who will win is the first person to email sbgmagazine@gmail.com with the correct number of times he appears in the magazine and the correct page numbers.
Can you just pass me my copy?
It's
I'll get on it right now.
So this is an incentive to get it early,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
equally, we don't think, and we could be utterly wrong about this, we don't think anyone's going to get it for a while. Because we wouldn't be doing
It's
it.
not easy.
We wouldn't be doing it if
I'm,
it was-
I'm tempted. I want to. I want to flip through now
Have a look.
and have a look because that is.
I know it sounds stupid because it's the first person to get it, but I don't necessarily think that having a head start will guarantee you win it.
But now you have the challenger to people, and that's the key thing, right?
And also we have a pretty snazzy prize.
Oh yeah.
The reason we wanted, well, not the reason we made it hard, but when we realised it was hard, and this will give you an idea of the level of the prize. The prize going to the first person who gets this right is a brand new in blister Mahood King on camel,
Wow.
Out of production.
which is long out of production and goes for about £80 on eBay. And that is courtesy of Christian
below
Surgeons.
it.
It's a good prize.
It is.
So
I'm
we'll
looking to
bring
get
it
one
along to
myself.
because someone might get it there, but I don't think they will.
I don't know who would have time to go through all of that fine detail by the sounds of it. You know
but
what I
then
mean?
if you think you could,
Yeah.
Let's help the Hood
Absolutely.
King.
Absolutely.
and the only caveat is we are not. If you come and tell us, what your email, we're not going to tell you. Obviously, we can't. We have to be quite strict on this because it's a decent prize. So if you guys are, is he in here? We won't be telling anyone. Obviously, don't know.
That's good.
But if you can email us and say, okay, I think he's in it 3 times on page 1, 4, and 7, you won't get an email back saying yes or no.
You'll just
So that
see
won't be
it
fair.
in a video
I
announcement.
mean, you'd be wrong.
Yes, or would you? But you could then send another email saying, actually, it's 4 times. I found him here, and this is now my answer.
And then you can say,
And then
uh,
we
You,
all take the
you
last
can't just email 100 times saying he's in once, twice, 3
We
times.
get the page numbers on.
Yeah, you'd have to.
So
send
what I
about
mean is,
1,000
if you
emails.
enter, and then realise that you find them again, you can re-enter
yeah,
with your new guess.
yeah.
But we won't be telling you
If you're right or
if you're
wrong,
wrong,
right or wrong.
essentially.
until it's announced.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
So there you go.
awesome.
That's
really
our
good.
competition, which we hope will be an
Great.
added incentive for people to pick up.
It's a great price. Like, I want it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's a good price.
precious.
It's precious to me.
Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be releasing that at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. on Saturday.
Are we chatting with people? Depends how many people are there.
I don't
As
think,
in
I don't think there's a presentation. We might. Who knows?
talk a bit.
I think if you come,
You like a
basically, if you
good
come,
talk.
come down to the convention hall at 9 and have a chat with us about the magazine. It's
Yeah.
when nothing else is going on. Not nothing else is going on. That's the wrong way. There's not a gaming event.
There's
going
not.
on.
Yeah, you're not. In the
Because it
middle of
doesn't
games.
start until 10 or 11.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
It's
I think
11:30. I
Yeah.
think so.
So,
So come over, pick up your copy, have a chat with us, and so on and so
From
forth.
there.
and try to find Thrain
Absolutely.
whilst also reading.
Yes.
Yeah, as you're flicking through, if you don't want spoilers in the back wrap, from the back wrap, you'll have to kind of ignore that page.
Yes, and hope there's not a Thrain on it.
Yeah.
Or you just quickly glance at everything and then go through and
Absolutely.
who knows.
And possibly get it wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the
choices.
Saturday morning, and then we've got singles all that day, and then
Yep.
singles again on the Sunday morning,
And then afternoon
and
is
then
doubles. Yeah.
And finish at 10:30.
Yeah, it's going to be a
And then fly out.
grim journey back.
I'm going against Dave Fredericks.
Oh, is he? Yep, good movie now, brilliant.
So I've got travel away, and we're coming back Sunday night.
Yes, and I'm.
It's going to be a big night for you.
I think that the plan at the moment is that I'll go back with Lily, and then we can decide how the scenery goes back, because we will be bringing Dol Guldur, so you can see it. It will be all set up on a display table.
It's gonna be
You
gorgeous.
can see Barry's amazing terrain.
It's gonna be gorgeous.
Very
We're not doing a playthrough because
Yeah,
we'll be in the game, so we can't leave it unattended.
yeah. But just see it in person, take photos of it, stuff like that. The stuff that I've seen from upstairs, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's
So,
beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful table.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So yeah, Ardacon, congrats to James. 180-ish people, I believe,
Yeah.
turning up.
Huge.
It's going to be an incredible weekend.
Do we know how many countries have sent people over?
No.
No. Okay. I know it's a lot, but
Yeah.
At least
Curious.
3.
yeah.
Did James say he was doing flags for them?
I think so.
So we'll be able to work it out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Count the
Flags.
terrains, count the flags.
Count everything.
Yeah.
It might be a prize. But yeah, it's going to be brilliant. I'm excited to get some dwarfs. Get like every man and his dog, I imagine. We're trying to get some of them.
Yeah, same here.
On the magazine, if you are interested in a copy of this, please pre-order it if you want. You can PayPal us the £10 in advance for this or any other issues, and then just pick it up at Ardacon, and it would help us out a lot, to be honest.
Yes.
We'll have less cash.
On the day, which is just,
And if we have more cash, we'll spend it all on dwarfs. 93 ballistas, please.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
93
Until you get home.
might be too much.
Yeah, yeah. So.
But with that,
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to have to draw things to a close.
Yeah.
Because we need to get you to a train station.
Yes, we do gotta get going back eventually.
22:47.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for
Been
having
awesome
us.
having you here.
It's been a pleasure.
Great hearing about the Canadian League and such. Hope you guys have enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Look out for your journey vlogs and such
Yeah.
on Blackfire Productions.
Yeah, they won't be going up until after I return though, just because internet connection, no
Seems
laptop or
reasonable.
anything like that. So, but
Check
they'll
out
be up.
Check out
So-
Blackfire Productions. Brilliant YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Loads of cool content.
Well, yeah.
Do some Marvel stuff.
There is Marvel stuff there, yeah, yeah. It's not GBHL, so I don't. See, it's associated now with the game. But yeah, there's
it's not Lord of the Rings.
it's not Lord of the Rings. It's not all like flustered now. It's like
90% of the Palantir is not Lord of the Rings. So.
Yeah.
So,
This has been. I think people will be disappointed in this. There's been too much Lord of the Rings and
Yeah.
SBG talk. You know? Nothing
Yeah.
about David Whittaker's washing machine.
No.
but yeah, Marvel.
Sad
So
first.
it's Lord of the Rings and Marvel based. That's what I focus on the majority of because those are the things that I enjoy, right? So
Absolutely.
huge comic book fan, like my Lord of the Rings stuff, and yeah,
Do
and
we
the
love
games are
what
awesome.
we do.
That's right. So that's right.
Marvellous. Right, well, with that, I hope you enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
As ever, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Spot your hosts by clicking on the links below.
And support your hobby. I was waiting.
Follow us on Twitter and like
Oh.
us on Facebook.
Yeah.
I jumped ahead. I thought you were waiting for us.
Yeah,
Then
It's just like, hold on, guys, hold on.
then
Support your hobby.
and
Happy.
the strategy
Battle
battle
gaming.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. That was so
Flawless.
good.
Flawless. Flawless.
Really, really
I'm
good.
sweating because I thought I was gonna mess that one up. You know, I just
So
yeah,
good,
so good, so good.
tight as well.
Oh, I need a drink.
You've not done your pleading yet.
Please buy our magazine.